Right, Donald, there's my ball. So we're throwing up balls. Right.
I'm going to throw him behind me.
Please not with Peter. Please not with Peter.
Me. And me.
Yeah!
Me and you, Stewart.
Short and long.
Me and you?
Me and you.
So guys, you
This
feel
is the long and
confident?
short of it all.
Right, Scott. So we're playing against Peter and Donald.
We are, yes, yes.
Which is probably not, you know, we're probably they're the favourites.
We might be the underdogs, but we've played 9 holes at Charlton and we didn't get beat. So we're undefeated as a partnership.
We're going to do this.
We will, absolutely no doubt about it.
Yeah. There's a lot of swinging here, Peter.
That's the practice swings, the real swings. Oh no.
Yeah. So do you feel confident?
Yes, very, very. We've got up against you guys. I mean, it's really not going to be very hard. A kid on pro over there, Stato, against a yippy amateur. We've got one of the best coaches in Scotland.
A kid on pro?
Kid on pro.
Hey Donald, what are you doing over there?
The albino. I was getting a card for you so that you know where you're going, Stuart.
Oh.
See where you get your strokes.
Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is.
Does it ever go anywhere else?
Oh.
Oh, thing of beauty, Peter.
We're just back from Drumoig. We were playing Drumoig in the first event of our little tour of Fife. And it was
Cold.
Golf
course was great, but it was a kind of dreich day. Listen, any time I played Drumoig in the last few years, it's been in good a nick as anywhere I've ever played.
Yeah.
The greens are fantastic in the summer. I mean, the golf course when we played it on Friday there was in excellent condition. I mean, did you stand in a puddle?
No. I mean it's unbelievably dry.
I had to get my ball out the pond a few times. Does that count?
That was a big puddle, Peter.
Peter Whiteford for birdie on the first to go 1 up.
Oh no way! Well done, partner.
1 up here.
1 up.
Good birdie.
To start.
Right, Scott, that was a birdie at the second.
It was, hold a bit of a snaker there, kind of downhill, slick green, double breaker. It's a good one to hold.
It was brilliant.
Thank you.
It was brilliant.
So what's happened here is I've outdriven Peter.
Oh look, I've got mud. It's clearly pitched and stuff.
He's saying that you got mud. You got mud, Peter.
I don't know what's happened here.
Oh, that's dismal. Not good. Are you happy with that one, Donald?
I wasn't very chuffed with that one. No. He's actually been very disappointing so far as a partner. Oh.
Hey Donald. So, are you speaking to your pals?
I was speaking to my exes. No.
Hello.
I hope none of them watch this.
Actually, it looks very similar to you, Donald.
Steady, steady. I'm here.
He doesn't look very happy. You alright?
Oh, good Peter.
Well done. I was desperate to say you made a pig's ear of that one, Peter.
That'd been a right good one, that. Yeah.
Peter back in familiar territory here. And amongst the lions and tigers. Oh yes, and he's knocked it out perfectly right behind the tree.
Let's go. To stay one up at the 8th. Just a little tap in. Here, that's a still one up.
Yeah, it's fine. You've got the yippee hole next. You're fine.
What's your favourite hole?
Ah, it's 9, isn't it? 9's
9.
just a tremendous hole. Tremendous golf hole.
Why?
Well, there's a wee bit risk and reward. Obviously, you've got water left and right, okay, and then you've got water to carry your second shot. So you get rewarded if the further you hit it up the fairway because you're going in with a much shorter iron.
That's in the water as well. Splash! Yeah. Get it!
That's fine.
I feel like we got cheated there, Scott.
Well, yeah, so I get told, I've been struggling with driver all day.
Yeah.
I get told I have to hit driver off this tee.
Yeah.
I hit driver, and I blocked it right into the water.
Yeah.
Pete takes an iron.
Yeah, that's cheap.
That is cheap.
The thing I like about the hole is it's long enough. Do you know what I mean? So you can play to the fat part, but like I did, because I fatted it to the fat part as well, but it then leaves you a hellishly long second shot, as opposed to, some of these places, the fat part, you've still only got 8 iron left. Or something.
You couldn't even get over the water with your second shot, could you?
Well, I could if I hit the wee ball first.
Oh, I didn't catch it, Donald.
Sounded a little bit heavy.
I didn't catch it.
There's a wee bailout for your second shot
Yeah.
on the right hand side, but no,
It's playable for every level, yeah.
It's a good hole.
Yeah, I would say I prefer 10 just because it's shorter, to be honest. But for me that is a real risk reward hole because if there's the water right and left, but it is a drivable par 4, but you can lay back and pitch it on and play it as an easy hole.
Yeah, it's a good hole.
Yeah.
Right, so this is a drivable par 4, the 10th. Water all the way around the green. 288 yards. I don't know. Is this the 280 yard tee we're playing?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So, Donna, what club are you hitting?
Yeah, I'm hitting drivers. It's a par 4. I always hit drivers at par 4.
You sometimes hit drivers in par 3s as
Yes, only the ones over 200.
well. Scott?
I'm struggling with the big dog today, so I'm going 3 iron, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're a bit of a wimp.
Driver. I didn't waste hundreds of pounds on this thing to start hitting 4 irons again. So.
Are you sponsored by Callaway or something? Showing up at the bottom of that club?
No,
No?
unfortunately.
Okay. This is for birdie.
Yeah.
Right, come on. We need this.
Eleven's a good par 3, yeah. Obviously, I think from if you get it on the wrong day, it can be like a 4 iron, can't it? And then you get it on the right day, it can be a 9 iron or a pitching wedge.
I get it the right day, the hybrid.
Exactly, yeah. It's and obviously, I don't know if you'll be able to see it from the video, Stuart, but you hit a little kind of low ratty hook
in there.
It's a ratty hook.
A low ratty hook there.
That's one of his. That was a
Beautiful,
straight
yeah.
one.
That's my signature shot.
That was that was a proper golf shot, Stuart.
Thanks, Donald.
It was. It was a player's golf shot.
Yeah, it was a play.
These millennials won't understand.
Slope on the right hand side. You use a slope, feed it. I almost got a home run.
It looks nice as well. It's framed nicely with the trees in behind. You got the water. The water really doesn't come in play if you've been honest about it, unless it's a really bad shot. Maybe off the back tees it might come a wee bit more in play, but it's good. It's got a couple of tiers and you can work the ball in and play different shots to get it close.
No!
What do we think of the last hole though? Because it feels a little bit of a shame to me.
It doesn't. It doesn't sit with the rest of the course as much as you would think. It's kind of like one out the blue, isn't it? It's like there's all of a sudden water, and then if you do a shank like me, you hit it out of bounds. But there's a big slope to run it back down. The rest of the course didn't quite have that. But I'm not saying it's a second shot.
That
isn't it?
was forced upon them though.
I know it was.
That was forced upon
Yeah, it was the
them.
lay of the land. But when I played that course years and years ago, I'm sure we used to play up the top, which was you could almost drive it down by the green.
It was because people were heading into the houses.
Yeah.
So
If we'd been in the top tee, you would have been in the houses.
Yeah. Thanks, Donald.
Yes, Donald. Right, pretty cold. Scott standing over it, aiming right as usual, over the top. And
That's
okay,
good.
that's quite good. Oh no. Come on, Donald. Good. Yes! Right, so this is Scott. Is he happy? You got a putt. You got a putt for your birthday.
Got a putt for it. I pushed it a wee
Yeah,
bit, but
yeah,
I can't
not-
feel my fingers.
Not as
so-
good as my partner. Not as good as my partner. Has he lagged it again? Lagged it all day. No.
Yes!
Oh, Donald, this for the half now. Or Scott and Stewart take all the points. Donald, not known for his putting. He is a big man with not much touch.
what was the shot of the day for between us?
Your 3-wood that went 30 yards behind you.
That was a good one. Yeah. That was
I would
to
actually
go-
maybe give the shot of the day to your putt at the last, Scott.
Oh, thanks very much. Cheers. I didn't have very many good shots, to be fair, but
No, but yeah,
Good thing I can putt, eh?
you needed to make that because you knew I was going to hold mine.
But during this series, we're going to play 6 rounds, I think. Hopefully, we'll see. We're going to get a point for the front 9, point for the back 9, and 2 points for the game. So that was.
And we're changing partners every time.
Yes, but sadly this week it was a half.
It's a half all round.
Half
yeah.
all round,
Yeah.
front 9, back 9, and game.
But we only managed 13 holes because of the weather. So we'll use that as a trial run and we'll start.
It's
from the
more
next
interesting to see who will be the weak link rather than who. But nobody really cares who wins with the points. It's all about who's the worst, really, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, to be honest, it's all about making sure Peter doesn't win, isn't it? You know, that's what we all want to see.
time. Yeah, exactly.
Nobody-
Peter is hot favourite.